Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. I was just watching the gymnastics there. Um, I was watching the ladies' gymnastics. It was great. And that wee girl, she was in it. She got third place. The wee American girl. I was hoping she was going to get the gold, but. And today I'm drinking Fanta. Let me get the chat up. That'd be a good idea if I done that. And I'm unboxing half-priced makeup. Pip, good morning, my gorgeous Pip. Pip, it's not a very nice day here. I'll shut the window. I don't know if I'll get out or not. I don't know if I'll get out to sit or not today. But we've been spoilt with the weather. What can I say? Let me just get the chat up. There's my Sky. Good morning, Sky. There's my Sky. Golfer girl, good morning. Konnichiwa to my golfer girl. It is, I've got my cardigan on today. I'm a wee bit chilly myself. Bex, good morning to you. Stuart, good morning, lovely Stuart. You're just getting ready. I hope you have a nice day at work. So, let's get into this already. Because the postman's not long away. So it's Makeup Revolution again. What a surprise there, eh? Right, wait, because it's got my details on the front of this box. As I say, these were all half price. Let's see if they've got my order right this time. They should have. Right. Let's see what I've got. Okay. The first thing I got was the Ross eyeshadow palette. Let's have a look at this one. Because I've got the Rachel, Phoebe and Monica palette. Scissors. I'm glad you're in a happy mood, Pip. Good. Good. That's what I like to hear. I'm in a happy mood myself today. Although I cried my eyes out yesterday. Really cried like that. My daughter was up, Sophie was up, and she was talking about the film Brokeback Mountain. I'd never seen Brokeback Mountain, right? And she says, Mum, you would love it, but it's a bit sad. I said, right, I'm going to get it. So I got it and I watched it and I cried my eyes out. They should have run away together. Anyway, that was sad. So this is the Ross palette. Let's have a look. There's the shade. Oh, we're going to have fun on Saturday. We're going to have fun on Saturday. Let me read these out. Anybody that's a Friends fan. You've got My Sandwich, Leather Pants. That was one of my favourite episodes. Break, but I've actually stuck my finger in that already. White Teeth, Dinosaur. Fossil looks. Oh, Fossil looks beautiful. Look at Fossil. What one's this? Juice Box. His Keyboard. And Unagi. That one he done Unagi. So there we are. That's the Ross palette. I'm loving that right away, but I've smudged it. See, that'll annoy me. I've got to clean it up. There we go. That's a bit better. So that's the Ross palette. Then look what one's this. This is Joey. I can't remember much these were to begin with. I think something like £8 and I got them for £4, something like that. I couldn't not get them. This was the thing. I had to get them for my collection. I've got to have them for my collection. Right, let's see what. Oh, I love Joy's palette. That looks beautiful. Right, let's see. Right, we've got Joey. That's lovely. Dr. Drake. That looks gorgeous. I love this. The look of Dr. Drake. Let's have a look. Ooh, yeah. Look, it matches my ring, that colour. Beautiful. Mary Angela. Nap Partners. That looks also. I've never actually seen an orange metallic kind of colour. Ooh, that is different. It looks more gold on the camera, but it's like orange. Trifle. The turkey. Make the turkey. Bamboozled. Tribbiani. And Junior or JR. Let's see that one. That one looks quite nice as well. I do love my metallic shades. So there we go. That's beautiful. I'm loving that. So far, that one's my favourite. But we've not seen Chandler's. Let's have a look at Chandler. Metallics are my favourites too. I love a bit of shimmer. I do. Right, let's see what Chandler's is like. Ooh, another beautiful one. Let's take the paper off. Hello, Mr. Bing. Tulsa. Another kind of metallic, but a light blue one. Ooh, I'm going to find me these. Oh, yes, you see it better now. See that one and that one? In fact, they three will be beautiful together. Hypnosis is the green one. Beautiful. The Box. Cups. Eddie. Jack and Erica, they see that they've kind of done a wee match up here. I don't know the word for it, but they all would be great together. They all would be great together, and they would all be great together. Let's see if that's like that in all of them. No, not really, just in that one. So, what one do I like the best, Joey or Chandler? This one, I think. Chandler wins it. And the last thing I got was these. These are so cute. These are just for you. I will not be using these. These are for you, for your makeup on Saturdays. Know how I like to use a makeup sponge. Well, I got used makeup sponges that I won't be using. This is the kind of thing I do. It's for show. Oh, they're so cute. Oh, they're so cute, look. These are for you, and they're so soft and squishy, so I'm going to be dabbing these with these. And this one has got, you get the Friends logo, and then a lobster. I don't know if you can see the wee lobster on that. See the wee lobster? That's for Phoebe. And they're cute, they're for use. They smell good as well. Gold Dust, good morning, good morning. Good morning. No, I've never seen that, Pip. We'll need to have a look. So I do love see that, the shimmers. I love the shimmers. I'm a shimmer kind of gal. Right, let me open my Fanta today. How are you doing? What's going on? What's happening? Anything happening? Carly, good morning. You made it till live. I'm glad you made it till live, and we're all happy to see you here. Let's try my Fanta. Oh, I'm glad that wee girl got bronze anyway. That Simone Biles, I think her name is. Just after watching the balance beam. Christ, I could not even get up there to sit my ass on that. Never mind walk across it. Sassy and sweet, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Leslie, good morning. It's cold. I've got my cardigan on. And I'm telling you, my heating does not go on until late September. I'll put my heating on. I refuse to put my heat, and it's nothing to do with money. It's just I'm not having heating on in the summer. I remember a few weeks ago, well, it was about a month ago, it was really cold, and I was talking to my mum and dad, and I says, I'm not putting my heating on. And my dad was going, is it because of the money? I was like, no, Dad, it's just the thought of it. The heating's not getting turned on in July. We might have a heat wave at Christmas, Pip. My good, or we might be snowed in. We could be snowed in. Well, guess what, guys? I'm experimenting with my stripe. Do you know what I've got coming? Pink. I've got pink coming. I'm going to try the pink stripes. I've still got blue in there, so see if it's a disaster, I can go back to blue. But I'm going to have some pink here. That's what I'm going to do. Have pink. Do you know what? I might be a unicorn. Yeah, I'll turn into purple. I don't know. I'm just experimenting. I'm having a good time experimenting. So I've got pink hair dye on the way. So by Saturday it might be just pink. Pink. Here, what is it they say about pink? Pink makes the boys wink. Well, we'll see, right? We're going to see if that's true. Let's see if there's guys all winking at me. Eh? Pink makes the guys wink. That's what we used to say back in the day. So I've got a lot of housework to do, and I can't be bothered doing it. Can't be bothered doing the housework. I've actually done a washing this morning, so that's something. I'm just not in the mood. I want to sit outside. I want to play with my makeup. That's what I want to do. Yeah, well, I'm loving that now. And see when you get makeup for half price, it's even better. So that's me got the full collection of them. I've got the Monica, so that I'm happy with that. Will I keep their boxes? Oh, see, I'm a terrible person for keeping boxes and stuff like that. I might keep throw the boxes out. I can't be bothered doing it today, not today. Some days I just can't be bothered, and today's one of those days. I can't be bothered. I'm going to be My Little Pony. Here, can you remember a girl told me that? Oh, I'm going back a couple of years, right? And there's this channel that I watch and I love, and it's Shoot the Shit they're called, right? And it's Pam and Rick and their brother and sister, and I love them, right? So I was on another channel, another chat, and somebody was slagging them, right? Somebody was saying bad stuff, and there was quite a few people, and I said, here, that's not very nice, is it? All of yous ganging up on this one person. There's one person there and yous are all ganging up. That's not very nice. And this girl said to me, why don't you go and open a My Little Pony shop? Right? And I don't know if that was meant to be a dig at me or something like that, but I thought, I would absolutely love to have a My Little Pony shop. Can you imagine it? Surrounded by rainbows and glitter and ponies all day long. So I think it was meant to be an insult, but it turned out I was like, here, I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind a My Little Pony shop. I don't know what it meant. What did it mean? Away you go and open a My Little Pony shop, she said to me. I thought, see if that's your insults, hen, you want to come to Glasgow. see if that's your insults, come to Glasgow. I'll, turn your hair white, some of the insults that come out with here. I know, Pip, I was like, I'd absolutely love a My Little Pony shop. That's like something saying, away you go and win £1 million. I think, well, I'll try. Kelly's that right? You used to put the coal fire on. It's my craft video, good morning. Do you know what I do? Open the windows. I'm one for open. It doesn't matter if it's winter time. I like air. And that's it. I'll open all the windows in the house. I have the house freezing because I'm very hot-blooded. I'm telling you the truth. Now, a lot of people thought I was going on. Jason can't stand anymore. I swear to God, he can't stand himself anymore. I don't know what I've done to him. I've got to have him propped up against something now. He won't stand in the middle of the floor. I said to Sophie yesterday, he's absolutely wore out. He was absolutely stiff as a board though. I said that to her. It's like, Mum. Isn't it weird, Golda, saying that to me? I mean, we're from Glasgow. We know the kind of slagging that you can get. Away you go and open a My Little Pony shop. I was like, right then, I will. Can you imagine that as a shop? Imagine that was your job, surrounded by lovely My Little Ponies and rainbows and glitter and all that kind of stuff. Here, I would like that. So I got that because I was sticking up for someone that was getting, I think it was Ricky that was on, and there was like a crowd of women saying really terrible, terrible stuff to this poor man. Terrible stuff. And I said, that's not very nice. There's about 20 years and there's only one of him. Away you go. It's like, right then, I will. That's it, I'm going to open a shop. Just for you. Just for you, I'm going to open a shop. It was the weirdest slagging I've ever had in my life. And I've had a few slags. I've not had a few slags. I've had a few slaggings. Here, see how fast I go down that road. I know Pippi's, I don't know what's happened to poor Jason. His legs are away from him now. His legs are away. Sophie thought I was kidding on when I had said that. I said that he can't stand up. He really can. I've got to. He's propped up to now against the kitchen wall. I don't know what I've done. I don't know what. I says to Sophie here. Can you imagine if I get more of them? I says my bed would be absolutely jam packed with Danny DeVito and all that, John Travolta, Bruce Willis, Demi Moore. I mean, my bed would be absolutely crammed in there. And then, can you imagine if I passed away? God, please don't take me the now. But imagine I passed away in the bed, and I was surrounded by all these cardboard cutouts. It's not going to look good. How did she die? Happy? How did she die? She died happy. I can vouch for that. Yes, go for girl. I think it was because I was doing that. I was saying, come on now, stop slagging. That's not very... I was being an adult. Go for girl. I was being the ad. Because sometimes you go into these chats and you're like... They're women my age and they act like teenagers. Do you know what I mean? And I thought, come on now, there's one guy there and there's like 20 yous all saying stuff to him. That's not right. To me, that's bullying to me. I'm sorry, but that's what that is. And I can't stand that. That's something I've never been able to stand. And that's how, normally I don't interfere. I watch these things, but I had to type, come on now. Do you think that's fair, all of yous? And there's one guy and all of yous. And I got told to open a My Little Pony shop. And the lady was she's not much younger than me that said, I know her name, but I'm not going to give it out. But I see her about. And do you know the funny thing is, see the guy that she was slagging, Ricky? She talks to them now. She goes into their chat and talks to them. I don't know if Pam and Rick are aware of this, but she goes in and she talks away to them now. But I remember what she was saying to that man, and I stuck up for him. Go for girl, no, bury them in the garden. Bury them in the garden. Imagine the neighbours, look, she's burying folk. She's got, look, trenches with Aquaman in it. Graves in the garden. I mean, here, he's going to be good at Halloween. I'm going to have him at my window. That's going to be fun. Is the postman coming here? No, I'm still waiting my test results. See, if I go, I'll be the hospital trying to phone me. I'm still waiting my bloom results. Seeing Halloween, I'm going to have Jason there. I'll need to have him propped up against something though. The man's legs are gone. I don't know what the hell I've done to him. He won't stand up. It was funny, Sophie went, Mum, I thought you were kidding. I'm going, no, Hen, I'm not kidding. She didn't want to know anymore. She didn't want to know. She was in the chat yesterday and I can't remember what I said, but she said, see, when you said that, I came out the chat. You know, it was probably filth. I was saying probably filth. Well, they know what their mother's like. I can't help myself. I think he thinks all day long. Poor Aquaman. Oh, here, do you know what? I might have to take a picture of the poor Aquaman and send it to Jason Momoa and say, look what I've done to your doppelganger. Imagine what I would do to you. See, I wouldn't, because he's married, and I wouldn't do that. I'm not one for doing that. But you know, if things happen, and see if he happened to have a divorce or something like that, and he was looking for an old Scottish woman, I would fit that. I could fit that slot. And there's a joke there that I'm not going to say. See, get myself into trouble. Get myself into trouble. That's what I do. You watched the movie Fame? Is that? See, I don't know if I've watched the movie Fame, but I used to watch all the Fame series. This was back in the 80s, and it was all like that. Do you know? I wished real life was like that, right? Real life. Can you imagine it? Going into a Costa coffee shop, sitting down, and then just some random person getting up and belting a song out, just belting a song out, and then we all got up and started giving it dancing and stuff like that, jumping on the table and dancing. Can you imagine if real life was like that? That would be like a My Little Pony shop. Cover girl, you know what I was saying there, don't you? About the whole slot filling thing. I can't help myself. I, honest to God, can I? I don't listen. This is just me. This is it. Yeah, Fame was great back in the day. I used to love watching Fame back in the day. There was a guy called Leroy, and he was the best dancer yet. Oh my God, could they dance, they people? See, back in the 80s, it was a funner time. Remember Footloose with Kevin Bacon, Footloose? A lot of dancing went on, a lot of dancing. See, now there's mobile phones and stuff like that. People don't bother dancing. But I think we should bring it back. Somebody should just bail out a song in a shop and we should all just get up and dance. Golfer girl, thank you for being in the gutter with me. Oh, never ending story. Do you know, that reminds me of my ex-husband, and I'm not going to cry thinking about him. But that reminds me of my ex-husband. He was traumatised with the bit with the horse in Never Ending Story. See, when he was a wee boy, he watched that, and the horse part's terrible. The horse is sinking into the mud slowly. Don't sink into the mud, whatever his name was. Please don't sink into the mud. And then the horse is like that, sinking into the mud. And the horse just disappears into the mud. That's a bit traumatising, that, right enough for a child. SMR Craft Video, thank you so much for coming in, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. So anyway, I watched Brokeback Mountain. Look, I'm sitting with my hankies. Jesus Christ, like that. Run away, because they love each other, right? Doesn't matter if it's two men or two women or man or woman or what. Love is love, right? People love who they want to love. And that Brokeback Mountain was the two guys loved each other very, very much, and they couldn't be together, and it was I'm not going to give away the ending, but it's heartbreaking. I thought, oh my God, they should have ran away to the mountains together. They could have survived. They could have survived in the wilderness and been together. So, but I had a good wee cry. It was good. Sky, wasn't it terrible? The poor horse, poor horse. Jodie, good morning to you. The poor horse. Do you know one other one was terrible? Bambi. But I think my kids watched that once. Mother, 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 like that. You hear the mother, and then the daddy deer coming out and going, "Mother's gone." I'm thinking, that's the stuff we raised our children on. Oh God, that man fell in his face. He was on the high bars. That's terrible. Shame. See, wait, I'll show you what I'm watching. That poor guy there. You see him? Look, wait, you see what? Shame. Wait, you see this. See, this is like, there you go. That's like my attention span. See how I was talking about something and then all of a sudden something at the corner of my eye, and then that's it. I'm gone. Something. I should be diagnosed with something. Yeah, Bambi was dead, sad. Finding Nemo was a wee bit sad as well, but here, let me, I'm going to educate you in case you didn't know, right? I watched, well, I've not watched it for a while, but I watched a wildlife programme. It's like a Safari Live, and it's like going about Africa and looking at the animals and stuff. And there's a Scottish girl in it, and she's so brainy. She comes from Edinburgh, you can tell by her accent. She's beautiful, beautiful girl called Lauren. And she's actually a marine biologist. She knows everything about the sea and about fish and octopuses and all this kind of stuff. Well, she was talking about Finding Nemo, and she says it kind of annoyed her because, see clownfish, right? See how at the beginning of the movie there's Nemo's mum and dad, right? And this eel or whatever comes and kills Nemo's mum, right? So it's just the dad and Nemo. See, if that happened, that scenario happened, the dad would turn into a female. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. Clownfish can, if something like that happens, the clownfish male will turn into a female. So she told us that, and she says she says, I wish they wouldn't have done that. But you're not going to do that with a kid's movie. You know what I mean? It's a kid's movie, but there you go. I never knew that. So there you go. They changed gender. Oh, I don't know that story behind it. Gold Dust, is it bad? I loved Snow White. My favourite was Cinderella. I always loved Cinderella. That's how I've got a glass slipper. I had to get a glass slipper when I was in Florida with my name on it. I don't know this story. Grimm's brother story. I'm going to look at that then, because I don't know what about that's here. I'm very sheltered. I'm sheltered in a lot of... Listen, I tell you, the internet teaches you stuff though. There's stuff that I had no idea. The Little Mare, see that evil sea queen? That was mine that had that dream about Eminem. And I was in the water and all that, and he gave me £100, Eminem, and says, away to Asda, hen. Away and get your shopping in Asda. And I said, thanks very much, Eminem, that's very kind. And I went away and I got the shopping, and I thought I better go back and tell Eminem about the shopping that I got and thank him again. And I went under, and there he was, and I could breathe underwater when I was with him. And he said to me, would you like a kiss? And I said, well, here, I don't need to think about it twice, Eminem, plant one on me. And we kissed under the water, and he transformed into an evil sea queen. And it was like the sea queen out of Little Mermaid. And I felt, oh, you tricked me. And I woke up. Oh, I'm going to need to look that up. See, I'd like to look that up. Oh, in Spooky. Oh, do you know whose birthday it is today? My beautiful minx Laura, 123. And I don't know if she's watching this, but I'm going to sing her happy birthday. I don't know if she likes Marilyn Monroe, so I'll just sing happy birthday to her normal, right? Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, sweet Laura, happy birthday to you. She's my wee pal, I love her, she's excellent. So it's her birthday today, I hope she gets spoiled. I hope Nathan 123 looks after her today and gets her some nice things. Pinocchio, I didn't really like Pinocchio. See the whole turning boys into donkeys, that was a bit, I was kind of traumatised with that a bit. And listen, they were smoking and drinking, and that would not be allowed these days. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine Pinocchio these days, and they've got youngsters smoking and drinking and playing pool, gambling and all that kind of stuff? See, when you think about the stuff they used to do, and we didn't think there was anything wrong in it. This was the thing. We thought that was okay. And looking back, I'm like, that's a bit, we shouldn't really be doing that. There's my Alina. Good morning, sweet Alina. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I loved that story as well. I loved that story. Oh, the Little Mermaid dies. See, this is it. Disney's tragic sometimes. Sometimes you wonder about the Disney writers. Write a happy song or movie, for God's sake. See, when they start a movie with the mum dying, that's a sad movie. Watership Down. Have you ever seen that as well? Watership Down, and it's about rabbits. And it's about all these. It's about a wee rabbit burrow, and they're all cute wee bunnies and stuff like that. And the evil or the black bunny rabbit's chasing them or something. And when they die, this black bunny rabbit comes and takes them. And see, when one of them's dying, they sing this song, Bright Eyes, dee 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 dee. And it's a wee, before you know, I'm like, where's my bloody hankies again? The rabbit's dead. The rabbit's dead. I'm a very emotional parent. What can I say? I cry at everything. That's the way I am. I'm just a crier. Unless I've got some Russian flavour and I turn into a lover of everyone. Apparently, everybody gets it. Listen, yous aren't safe yet. I'm telling you, watch your phones on a Saturday. Do you know I've always really fancied you, by the way? Wink, wink, smiley face, peach emoji, and then an eggplant emoji. I've just put that in there. Nobody's safe. Nobody's safe. Elena, I'm going to do my hair pink. I'm going to do my stripe pink. I've got blue in there anyway in case it turns out an absolute disaster. But I'm going to have pink hair. Pink to make the boys wink or the girls wink. I mean, what? Winnie the Pooh. Well, you see, I've got Tiggery Tootery on my back. I think he's there. I've got Tigger on my back, bouncing on his tail. He was always my favourite. Was Tigger. Do you know? I don't know if you know the song of Tigger, and it goes like this: the wonderful thing about Tiggers, Tiggers are a wonderful thing. Their tops are made out of rubber, their bottoms are made out of spring. They're bouncy, 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 fun, fun, fun. The wonderful, wonderful thing about Tiggers is I'm the only one. I'm the only one. There you go. See, I used to sing that to my kids. The wonderful, see, the grandbaby's going to be getting all this craziness. The grandbaby's going to be getting all of this. I've got songs for everything. I've got songs for bath time. I've got songs for bedtime. I've got songs for waking up and going to sleep. I just make up songs. It's my thing. And listen, here, I've showed you this before. I'm not wanting to do it till the now because she's lying there sleeping. But see my feather duster that I've got it behind the TV, right? Poppy knows, see if I start to sing the start of Size Gentleman, see the guy that done Gangman Style, right? He's got another song called, Gentleman, right? And it goes, deal, 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 right? See when I start singing that, she'll run over to the feather duster because one day that song was on and I had the feather duster and I was annoying her with it. So see, every time I sing that song, she runs over there to play with the feather duster. She knows the feather duster by song. They will be like, what? Ratatouille. I think I watched that once. I think I watched that. That's the wee rat that lives in the chef's hat, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite chilly here, Elena. I had to put my cardigan on there a wee minute. I don't think I'll be sitting out today, that's for sure. It's a day to tidy the house and I can't be bothered. I'm just going to watch the Olympics. Oh, Piglet. Piglet's lovely. Piglet. See, when I knew I was going to get Winnie the Pooh on my shoulder. And I know I like Bounty Tigger. I like Bounty Tigger. What we're talking about? We're talking about Paddington. Oh, thank you, Sam. Good morning, Granny. I'm going to need to get used to that. Sally, are you talking about Pooh Bear or are you talking about Paddington? Because Paddington Bear was a bear from London and he liked marmalade sandwiches. We used to watch that as a child. And he always had like a duffel coat on. His name was Paddington. See when you watch some of the cartoons we did watch back in the day, some of them are a bit risky. Oh, Pip, I'm going to, this house will never be the same. See when the grandbaby alert, this house will not be the same. See, playtime's the most important thing for me. Playtime and all that is the most important. Housework can come later. We're going to be doing arts and crafts. We're going to be making songs. We're going to be having tents in the garden, paddling pool shoots, climbing frames. Do you know what? I think I'll get a. See if it's a wee girl. I think I'll get like balls, because we used to play balls, and you used to hit the ball up against the wall, and you used to sing a song while you were doing it. And you put the ball under your leg and stuff like that. And this shows you how old I am. You'd sing a song while you were doing it, and one of the songs was Maggie Thatcher, stingy Maggie Thatcher, Maggie Thatcher puts the prices up. There you go. Hey, that's how old I am. Yeah, Aristocats. See, I liked Aristocats. Aristocats was lovely. O'Malley Cat, he was the boss, wasn't he? Although they've deemed Aristocats not suitable now as well due to what do you call it, racist. They're saying that Aristocats was a racist film now. If you didn't know, has been marked as racist. So I don't even know if you can buy Aristocats anymore. Things get crazy. Things that get too politically correct. I don't know. See if there was a film and there was people like prancing about in Jimmy hats and kilts and stuff like that. I wouldn't feel as if they were being racist. I just think they were trying to copy us, that's all. But Aristocats is racist apparently, allegedly. Did you see Sky is the bit in it with the Siamese cats? Because that's the part that they're saying is that's racist apparently. Song of the South. No, you can't buy that anymore. Song of the South. And I used to have Song of the South. I did used to have. Sam, I've never seen that lady again. She must have been a hotel guest. See, it's a hotel pool. It's like a wee club kind of thing. And I've only seen her the one time swimming in her mask, but I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was thinking, oh, that chlorine's going to be on that mask and in her face. And nobody else in the pool was wearing masks, but we were all looking at her. I was like, she's swimming with her mask on, couldn't get her. Ah, Sleeping Beauty was lovely as well. I liked Brave because that was Scotland and that was the wee Scottish lassie. Yeah, see that's it. I loved the dress in Cinderella and the Handsome Prince. Still waiting on the Handsome Prince coming up to the house. Where's that? Disney. Yes, Sky, they put it down as a racist film now. Here, remember somebody said I was being racist because I called someone Karen? You've got, well, I don't know. Listen, see if I ever offend anybody. I don't do it on purpose because I would never want to do that. But yeah, I was like, I said to you, I said, is that a racist thing? But it's not a racist thing, but somebody called me that anyway. Here, listen, I prefer the My Little Pony shop. That was a better insult. Yeah, Mary Poppins was great. I loved Mary Poppins as well. Annie, I loved it. I went to the pictures to see Annie with my wee granny. My wee granny took me to see Annie in the pictures. And oh, I wanted to be like her because she was beating up the boys and stuff like that because they were annoying the wee dog. And it's the what's her name? Oh, what's the woman's name that runs the orphanage? Miss Hannigan. Miss Hannigan with the gin in the bathtub. See, I don't know if you'd get away with that these days. She was blazing. She's just drinking gin all the time and having guys in the place. Annie was a great movie. Annie was fantastic. And what's his name was Rooster. Oh, Rocky Horror. Oh God, his name. See, when you get to my age, your mind just goes blank. But the guy in Rocky Horror, he's in it. He's Rooster. And Annie, that was a great film. Daddy Warbuck here. I want to go and stay with Daddy Warbuck. Not only is he, but what a house that was, he? With a pool in it. You've got a pool in your house, that's it. I'm packing my bags. I'm leaving the bungalow. Peter, the bungalow's yours. I'm off to Daddy Warbuck's house. Oh, that was a magical film, that, when I was a wee girl. Looking at that, all the beautiful dresses, and they went to the Rockettes. See, and Annie, they actually went to Radio City, where the Rockettes are, to watch the movies. One of these days, somebody's going to snatch me up, whisk me away to New York and places like that. See, I can, like, the Scottish accent, I can always tell when somebody's not Scottish and they're trying to put on a Scottish accent, and I'm like, oh, 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 oh. Peaky Blinders, there's a couple of them in Peaky Blinders, because they're waiting. The next episode's Peaky Blinders is Peaky Blinders and the Billy Boys for Glasgow. And one of the Billy Boys for Glasgow, you can tell he's not from Glasgow, because I am. And I'm like, oh, that accent's just not right. It's just, See, that's it. People from the USA will probably think my accent sounds the same as someone from Edinburgh, but we can tell it's not. You know, we can tell the difference. People in Edinburgh kind of sing, they talk and sing like that, and we're just rough. Baguette fromage. That's a cheese. I know that because I know an omelette du fromage is a cheese omelette. So a baguette fromage, that must be a cheese, a rolling cheese, we would call it here, a rolling cheese. Do you know who was good at the Scottish accent? Robin Williams. There's a wee clip on YouTube of Robin Williams, and he's talking about how the Scottish invented golf. And he was talking in a Scottish accent, and he was saying, it'd be two drunk guys going, here, let's hit this ball miles away. And he's going to hit the ball, and he says, to score a goal. He says, aye. He says, but we won't call it a goal. And we'll put stuff in the road. He says, what do you mean? He says, we'll put sand pits and water and all that in the road. And he says, well, we kick the ball. No, we'll just use a wee stick to hit the ball with. Oh, it was brilliant. It was really, really good. See, and things like that do not offend us. See, people trying to talk, that doesn't offend us at all. Yeah, a crooked stick. Right. Well, whack it like that. Aye, that was hilarious. See, that's how old Mrs. Doubtwater was in honour of Mrs. Doubtfire, so it was. Because Robin Williams, that, know how sometimes like a celebrity death really gets you. Princess Diana, oh, got me. And Robin Williams really got me. Freddie Mercury was another one that really, I was crying, I was breaking my heart when I had found out. Oh, Jack, that was a good one as well. That was a good one as well. My favourite one's Mrs. Doubtfire. That's my favourite one. I loved him in that, dressed as a woman. And then at the end bit where he forgets and he's trying to have dinner with two different people and he's having to go in and change and stuff, and he forgets where he was going and he sits next to that guy dressed as the old lady. Yeah, Alan Rickman. But Princess Diana, see, listen, I know people have got all different opinions and stuff, but my opinion is, when I heard that, I thought they've done it. I thought they've done it, because she'd been writing about that, allegedly she'd been writing about a car accident and stuff like that. And it was she was the most beautiful loving person took way too soon. That was shocking for me. In fact, I've got a black rose pressed somewhere in honour of her. And I went and wrote in the memorial book. I never do that. I went away and I wrote in the memorial book a few wee words about Princess Diana. It was the whole thing was suspicious, Pip. The whole thing was really suspicious. I think she was going to marry Dodie. I think she was going to marry him. I think she was happy. Do you know that? I think she was really, really happy for the first time in a long time. That's how, do you know, I'm glad that Meghan and Harry have buggered off. I'm glad they're away because I would hate to see something like that happen again. I'm glad they're out the scene. I'd never want to be like in a royal family or anything like that. I mean, they've got all that money, right? But they can't really walk the streets. They can't go shopping like we can do. They can't go to Marks and Spencer's. You know, they can't do normal things like that. Here, do you know who's in Glasgow right now? Tom Cruise is in Glasgow. I heard it on the radio this morning. Apparently, down in Greenock, there's a place called Greenock. There's a massive yacht. I'm going to look it up because we're talking about it in the radio. A massive, massive yacht that's got jacuzzis and decks and rooms and party rooms and all this kind of stuff. And it's Tom Cruise. And they were like, what's Tom Cruise doing in Greenock? So we don't know if Tom Cruise is just filling up his boat, you know, refueling or what. Or, you know, is this weird? I know, Pip. There's so much. There's so much that she said and told people before she passed. Yeah, he's got. I want to see his yacht, Tom. Come on, let's see your yacht. I know what else I'd like to see, but I'll sell for your yacht for now. No, she was. It was a shame. She was happy. She was on that wee boat diving into the water and all that. It was a shame. Golfer girl. I see. As soon as I see that and that picture of them in that the Ritz, it was. I'm the same. I'm like, but you know who else I'm like that way? The Chris Watts case. The Chris Watts, that was the man that slaughtered his whole family, really. And they had a doorbell camera, and you see Shanann coming home from the airport, and I'm like, please don't go in the house, don't go in the house, don't, because that's the last time that she was alive, because he murdered her in the house. And I was like, God, please don't go in the house, don't go in the house. You know, it's horrible. Me too, Lena. I think William would be king. And then Camilla being queen. I mean, I think there's... Can you imagine that if Camilla became queen? Maybe people would love it. Listen, I'm not a royalist at all. But I don't mean aimed at any harm, right? And good on them with their money and stuff like that. But she just Princess Diana touched my heart. I'm going to listen. That's right, Sky. I'm going to be queen. I'm going to be queen of the world. There'll be no people lying in streets. There'll be no children without any school meals or anything like that. Nothing like that. I'll take everybody's money and then distribute it evenly. Like, that's what we're all getting, right? We're all getting that. You know, there'll be none of these mega rich people, right? And people that are lying in the street. But as I say, see the mega rich people, they look at folk lying in the street and think they chose to. That's what they want to do. They want to lie in the street in their own piss. That's what they want to do. They tell their children that. That's what they want to do. They don't want to live in a house. Diana was beautiful. See, when she got married, I remember getting the same haircut as her. I went to the hairdressers and got my hair done like Lady Diana. Yeah, so listen, it'll be, I don't know what's going to happen. Oh, there's another man fell off the thing, see? That caught my... Oh, he's got a lot of tattoos, that guy. See how... That's my concentrate. That's how the teachers used to go, Linda needs to concentrate more. I look out the window, oh, look at that. Oh, well, we'll need to wait and see what happens. I don't know what they'll do. I'm up in Scotland anyway, I mean... and see if there's King... it'll be a whole thing with the Camilla. Oh, Duchess Sky. So anyway, I'm going to go. I should be tidying up, but I'm not going. Look, I'm watching these guys here. Look. Can you see my telly? Look, that guy. He fell off before. Oh, that's a shame. But wait, look at his tattoos. A wee bit young for me though. A wee bit young. I need to draw the line somewhere. It's a bit young for me, that guy. A wee bit young. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to put my new palettes away. And then I'll just be sitting watching the Olympics this afternoon. I'm not going to lie and tell you I'm tidying the house because I won't be. I'll be doing another washing, but that's about it. Oh, Laura, I'm just coming off, but thank you for coming in anyway, and I hope you have a lovely day. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful day, and I'll be back to see you tomorrow, and I'm going to give you all a big kiss now. Bye, everyone.